There was once a time in football when clubs would spend like there was no tomorrow. It didn't matter if they were drowning in debt or had no long-term vision. If a shiny new player became available, a club would swoop in, throw £300,000 a week contracts like confetti, and worry about the financial consequences later. But football isn't what it used to be. And whether you like it or not, the days of reckless spending are fading. Clubs are being forced to think smarter, to plan better, to finally live within their means. And that's largely thanks to financial fair play and the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules. Let's be clear, these regulations were not created to destroy clubs or take the fun out of football. They were introduced because the game was spiraling out of control. Clubs were chasing instant success and gambling their futures on it. Some paid the price with administration, point deductions, or total collapse. Today, things have changed. For better or worse, FFP and PSR are reshaping how clubs operate, and we're seeing the effects in real time. Take Chelsea, for example. Only a couple of years ago, they were handing out 8-year contracts like Oprah handing out gifts. You get a contract, and you get a contract. Everyone gets a contract. But fast forward to now, and there's a noticeable shift. Salaries are being capped. Players are rarely offered more than £200,000 per week. Wage bills are tighter. The club is being run more like a business than a billionaire's playground. Why? Because they have to. PSR limits how much a Premier League club can lose over a 3-year period. If you go too far into the red, you face consequences, points deductions, fines, even European bans. Just ask Everton or Nottingham Forest. The message is clear: spend responsibly, or face the fallout. And then, there's Barcelona. Once the symbol of financial chaos. Remember when they couldn't register new signings? When they had to sell off future revenues just to balance the books? Well, that pressure, ironically, has forced them to rediscover their soul. In the past, they would have signed a 29-year-old for €50 million to plug a hole in midfield. Today, they promote from within. They trust the academy. They trust La Masia. And out comes Lamine Yamal. Out comes Pau Cubarsí. Out comes Fermin Lopez. Suddenly, Barcelona look more like Barcelona. The identity they nearly lost in the chase for global stardom is coming back, not because they wanted it, but because financial constraints demanded it. And fans aren't complaining. Watching local talents thrive hits different. There's pride. There's connection. We're witnessing something fascinating in football. Where once money ruled everything, strategy is making a comeback. Clubs are scouting smarter, using data more effectively, developing youth more intentionally. A £100 million signing is no longer a flex, it's a risk. A teenager from the academy. That's a goldmine waiting to be tapped. And yes, the superclubs still have money. That hasn't changed. But how they use that money is changing. Gone are the days of handing out blank checks. Now, every transfer, every wage packet, every commercial deal is scrutinized. Every move has to be justified, not just to the fans, but to the auditors. For years, fans begged clubs to think long-term, to invest in youth, to be sustainable. FFP and PSR have taken that from theory to reality. It's not perfect. There are loopholes. There are inconsistencies. But for the first time in a long time, football is being forced to ask the hard questions. Do we really need to sign another overpriced striker, or can we develop the one in our academy? Do we really need 5 players on £300,000 a week, or can we build a cohesive team on a smarter budget? The era of excess is fading, and from its ashes, something new is emerging. A more grounded, calculated, and, dare I say, beautiful version of the game. So the next time you see a club promoting a wonderkid or sticking to a wage structure, remember, it's not just good business. It's survival, it's evolution, it's the new normal. And if you're someone who enjoys seeing the behind-the-scenes dynamics of football, the stuff that really shapes the modern game, then you're in the right place. Subscribe to the channel for more stories like this, because football isn't just what happens on the pitch. It's everything around it, and we're here to uncover it all. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.